Surah.
المطففين
المطففين
Those who give less in measure and weight. Those who give less than do. Those that deal in fraud. The cheaters. Those who give short measure. Those who deal in fraud. Those who cheat. Those who deal in fraud. The defrauders. Surah number 83. Ayat.
آيات
Verses 1 to 6. In, with, by, of,
بسم
the name,
بسم
in the name,
الله الله بسم الله
the name of,
الله بسم الله
in the name of,
الله الرحمن
the most gracious, the entirely merciful, the compassionate, the beneficent, all merciful,
الرحيم
the most merciful, the especially merciful, the all compassionate, most rewarding, the dispenser of grace.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
In the name of
الله
the most gracious, the most merciful. In the name of
الله
the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. In the name of God, the most gracious, the dispenser of grace. In the name of
الله
the compassionate, the merciful. In the name of
الله
most gracious, most rewarding. In the name of God, the all-merciful, the all-compassionate. In the name of
الله
the beneficent, the merciful.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل
Woe to
للمطففين المطففين
those who give less in measure and weight. Those who give less than do. Those that deal in fraud. The cheaters. Those who give short measure. Those who deal in fraud. Those who cheat. Those who deal in fraud. The defrauders. Verse number 1. Woe to those that deal in fraud. 1. Woe to those who give less than do. 1. Woe to al-Mutaffifin, those who give less in measure and weight, decrease the rights of others. 1. Woe unto those who give short measure. 1. Woe to those who give less than do. 1. Woe to those who give short measure. 1. Woe to the cheaters.
الذين
Those who,
إذا
when
اكتالوا
they receive by measure, they take a measure
على
from, on,
الناس
men, the people,
يستوفون
exact full measure, they demand full measure, they take in full. Verse number 2. Those who, when they have to receive by measure from men, exact full measure. 2. Those who, when they take a measure from people, take in full. 2. Those who, when they have to receive by measure from men, demand full measure. 2. Those who, when they are to receive their due from other people, demand that it be given in full. 2. Who, when they take a measure from people, take in full. 2. Who demand of other people full measure for themselves. 2. Who, when they take the measure of their dues from men, take it fully.
وَإِذَا
And when. But when
كَالُوهُمْ
they give by measure to them,
أَوْ
or
وَزَنُوهُمْ
they give by weight to them, they weigh for them,
يُخْسِرُونَ
they give less than do. They give less. Three. But when they have to give by measure or weight to men, give less than do. 3. But when they give by measure to them, or they weigh for them, they give less. 3. And when they have to give by measure or weight to men, give less than do. 3. But when they have to measure or weigh whatever they owe to others, give less than what is due. 3. But if they give by measure or by weight to them, they cause loss. 3. But when they give by measurement or weight to others, they give them less. 3. And when they measure out to others, or weigh out for them, they give less than is due.
أَلَا
Do not
يَظُنُّ
think
أُولَئِكَ
those they
أَنَّهُمْ
that they
مَبْعُوثُونَ
will be called to account. Resurrected. Will be resurrected. Do they not think? Do not they think? That they will be called to account. That they will be resurrected. Four. Do they not think that they will be called to account? 4. Do they not think that they will be resurrected? 4. Think they not that they will be resurrected for reckoning? 4. Do they not know that they are bound to be raised from the dead? 4. Do such people not realize that they will be raised up? 4. Do they not think that they will be raised again? 4. Do they not think that they will be resurrected for reckoning?
لِيَوْمٍ
For a day. On a day.
عَظِيمٍ
Mighty. Great.
لِيَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ
Verse number 5. On a great day. On a mighty day. 5. For a great day. 5. And called to account on an awesome day. 5. For a tremendous day. 5. On a fateful day. 5. To a mighty day.
يَوْمَ
A day when. The day.
يَقُومُ
Will stand.
النَّاسُ
All mankind. Mankind.
لِرَبِّ
Before the Lord.
Before the Lord,
الْعَالَمِينَ
The worlds. Of the worlds. Of the universe.
يَوْمَ يَقُومُ الناس
A day when all mankind will stand Six. A day when all mankind will stand before the Lord of the worlds. 6. The day when mankind will stand before the Lord of the worlds. 6. The day when all mankind will stand before the Lord of the alamin, mankind, jinns, and all that exists. 6. The day when all men shall stand before the sustainer of all the worlds. 6. The day when mankind will stand before the Lord of the worlds. 6. The day when mankind will stand before the Lord of the universe. 6. The day when men will stand before the Lord of the worlds. Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Surah
المطففين
dealing in fraud, defrauding, those who give short measure, the cheaters. Surah number 83. Ayat,
آيات
verses 7 to 14.
كلا
Like,
إن
truly, indeed,
كتاب
record, the record,
الفجار
the sinners, wicked,
كتاب الفجار
record of the sinners,
لفي
in
سجين سجين
verse number 7. Like, surely the record of the wicked is preserved in Sijjin.
سجين
7. Like, indeed, the record of the wicked is in Sijjin. 7. Like, truly, the record, writing of the deeds of the Fuhar, disbelievers, sinners, evildoers, and wicked, is preserved in Sijjan. 7. Nay, verily, the record of the wicked is indeed set down in a mode inescapable. 7. No. Indeed, the record of the wicked is in Sijjan. 7. Indeed, the record of the wicked is in the Sijjan. 7. Nay, surely the record of the wicked is in the prison.
وَمَا
And what
أَدْرَاكَ
will explain to thee, will make you know. What can make you know?
مَا
What?
سِجِّينٌ سِجِّينٌ
8. And what will explain to thee what Sijjan is? 8. And what can make you know what is Sijjan? 8. And what will make you know what Sijjan is? 8. And what could make thee conceive what that mode inescapable will be? 8. And what can make you know what is Sijjan? 8. And what could make you understand what the Sijjan is? 8. And what will make thee know what the prison is?
كِتَابٌ
A register, a book,
مَّرْقُومٌ
inscribed, written. 9. There is a register fully inscribed. 9. It is a written book. 9. A register inscribed. 9. A record indelibly inscribed. 9. It is their destination recorded in a register inscribed. 9. It is a written record. 9. It is a written book.
وَيْلٌ
Woe.
يَوْمَئِذٍ
That day.
لِلْمُكَذِّبِينَ
To the deniers. To those who deny. To those who reject. To the rejectors. 10. Woe that day to those that deny. 10. Woe that day to the deniers. 10. Woe that day to those who deny Allah, His angels, His books, His messengers, the day of resurrection, and Al-Qadar, divine preordainments. 10. Woe on that day unto those who give the light to the truth. 10. Woe that day to the deniers. 10. Woe on that day to those who reject. 10. Woe on that day to the rejectors.
الَّذِينَ
Those who
يُكَذِّبُونَ
deny,
الَّذِينَ يُكَذِّبُونَ
those who deny,
بِيَوْمِ
day, the day, the day,
الدِّينِ
judgment, recompense, of the judgment. 11. Those that deny the day of judgment. 11. Those who deny the day of judgment. 11. Those who deny the day of recompense. 11. Those who give the light to the coming of judgment day. 11. Who deny the day of recompense. 11. Who give the light to the day of judgment.
وَمَا
And none
يُكَذِّبُ
can deny
بِهِ
of it,
إِلَّا
except, but,
كُلُّ
every
معتد
transgressor, transgressor beyond bounds,
أثيم
sinner, sinful. "12. And none can deny it but the transgressor beyond bounds, the sinner. 12. And none can deny it except every sinful transgressor. 12. And none can deny it except every transgressor beyond bounds, in disbelief, oppression, and disobedience of Allah, the sinner. 12. 4. None gives the light to it but such as are wont to transgress against all that is, and are immersed in sin.
and are immersed in sin.
And are immersed in sin. 12. And none deny it except every sinful transgressor. 12. No one denies it except for the evil aggressor. 12. And none gives the light to it, but every exceeder of limits, every sinful one.
إذا
When
تتلى
are recited, are rehearsed,
عليه
to him,
آياتنا
our verses, our signs,
قال
he says,
أساطير
tales, stories. The ancients, the former, of the former people.
أساطير الأولين
Tales of the ancients, stories of the former people. When our signs are rehearsed to him, he says, tales of the ancients. 13. When our verses are recited to him, he says, stories of the former people. 13. When our verses of the Quran are recited to him, he says, tales of the ancients. 13. And so, whenever our messages are conveyed to them, they but say, fables of ancient times. 13. When our verses are recited to him, he says, legends of the former peoples. 13. When our revelations are conveyed to him, he says, fables of the ancients. 13. When our messages are recited to him, he says, stories of those of yore.
كلا
Nay. By no means. No.
بل
But rather,
ران
covering of sins and evil deeds, the stain has covered, are corroded by all the evil,
على
on, over,
قلوبهم
their hearts,
ما
which, what, for, what,
كانوا
they used to,
يكسبون
earn,
كانوا يكسبون
they used to earn, they were earning. "14. By no means. But on their hearts is the stain of the ill which they do. 14. Nay. But the stain has covered their hearts for what they used to earn. 14. Nay. But on their hearts is the ran, covering of sins and evil deeds which they used to earn. 14. Nay. But their hearts are corroded by all the evil that they were wont to do. 14. No. Rather, the stain has covered their hearts of that which they were earning. 14. Their own deeds have cast a veil over their hearts. 14. Nay, rather, what they earned is rust upon their hearts. Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Surah
المطففين
المطففين
dealing in fraud, defrauding. Those who give short measure, the cheaters. Surah number 83. Ayat,
آية
آيات
verses 15 to 20.
كلا
Nay, by no means.
إنهم
Surely they, indeed they,
عن
from
ربهم
their Lord,
يومئذ
that day, surely will be partitioned. Will they be veiled? Shall they be debarred? Surely a barrier will be set between them.
عن
15. Verily, from the light of their Lord, that day, will they be veiled. Verse number 15. Nay, indeed, from their Lord, that day, they will be partitioned. 15. Nay, surely they, evildoers, will be veiled from seeing their Lord, that day. 15. Nay, verily, from the grace of their sustainer shall they on that day be debarred. 15. No. Indeed, from their Lord, that day, they will be partitioned. 15. Indeed, on that day a barrier will be set between them and their Lord.
ثم
Further. Then.
إنهم
Verily they
لصالون
indeed will burn. Surely will burn.
الجحيم
The hell. The hellfire. In the hellfire. Further, verily they indeed will burn in the hell. They will burn in the hellfire. (16) Further, they will enter the fire of hell. (16) Then indeed they will burn in the hellfire. (16) Then, verily they will indeed enter, and taste the burning flame of hell. (16) And then, behold, they shall enter the blazing fire. (16) Then indeed they will enter, and burn in hellfire. (16) Then they shall enter the fire of hell. (16) Then they will surely enter the burning fire.
ثم
Further. Then.
يقال
Will be said. It will be said.
هذا
This.
الذي
Which. Is, what.
كنتم
You used to.
به
It. Of it.
تكذبون
Rejected as false. Denied. Further, it will be said to them, this is the reality which be rejected as false. 17. Then it will be said, this is what you used to deny. 17. Then, it will be said to them, this is what you used to deny. 17. And be told, this is the very thing to which you were wont to give the lie. 17. Then it will be said to them, this is what you used to deny. 17. And they will be told, this is what you were wont to belie. 17. Then it will be said, this is what you gave the lie to.
كلا
Nay.
إن
Verily.
كتاب
The record. Record.
الأبرار
The righteous.
لفي
Indeed, in. A register. A written book. Day. Verily the record of the righteous is preserved in Ilion. 18. Nay. Indeed, the record of the righteous will be in Ilion. 18. Nay. Verily, the record, writing of the deeds of Al-Abrar, the pious who fear Allah, and avoid evil, is preserved in Ilion. 18. Nay. Verily, the record of the truly virtuous is set down in a mode most lofty. 18. No. Indeed, the record of the righteous is in Ilion. 18. But, the record of the righteous is preserved in the
عليين
18. Nay, surely the record of the righteous is in the highest places.
وما
And what
أدراك
will explain to thee, will make you know, can make you know.
ما
What 19. And what will explain to thee what a lion is? 19. And what can make you know what is a lion? 19. And what will make you know what a lion is? 19. And what could make thee conceive what that mode most lofty will be? 19. And what can make you know what is a lion? 19. And what will make you understand what the lion is? 19. And what will make thee know what the highest places are?
كتاب
A book, a register,
مرقوم
inscribed, a register inscribed. There is a register fully inscribed. 20. A written book. 20. It is a written book. 20. A record inscribed. 20. A record indelibly inscribed. It is a register inscribed. 20. It is their destination recorded in a register inscribed. 20. A written record. 20. It is a written book. Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Surah.
المطففين
المطففين
Dealing in fraud. Defrauding. Those who give short measure. The cheaters. Surah number 83. Ayat.
آية
آيات
Verses 21 to 28.
يشهده
To which bear witness. Witness it.
المقربون
Those brought near. Those nearest to.
الله
21. To which bear witness those nearest to.
الله
21. Witnessed by those brought near to.
الله
21. To which bear witness those nearest to.
الله
A. The angels. 21. Witnessed by all who have ever been drawn close unto God. 21. which is witnessed by those brought near to.
الله
21. Which those angels closest to God will bear witness to. 21. Those drawn near to
الله
witness it.
إن
Truly, verily, indeed,
الأبرار
the righteous, the truly virtuous, really pious,
لفي
surely in, will be, surely in,
نعيم
bliss,
bliss,
delight, paradise. (22) Truly the righteous will be in bliss. 22. Indeed, the righteous will be in bliss. 22. Verily, Abrar,
الأبرار
the pious who fear
الله
and avoid evil, will be in delight, paradise. 22. Behold, in the life to come the truly virtuous will indeed be in bliss. 22. Indeed, the righteous will be in pleasure. 22. The virtuous will surely be in bliss. 22. Surely the righteous are in bliss.
على
Will command a sight of all things. Observing. Looking. Gazing. (23) On thrones of dignity will they command a sight of all things. 23. On thrones, observing. 23. On thrones, looking at all things. 23. Resting on couches, they will look up to God. 23. On adorned couches, observing. 23. Seated on couches and gazing around in wonder. 23. On raised couches, gazing.
تعرف
thou wilt recognize,
You will recognize,
thou wilt see,
you will find,
thou recognizest,
في
in
وجوههم
their faces,
نظرة
the beaming brightness, the brightness, radiance, the radiance,
النعيم
bliss,
bliss,
of bliss, delight, of bliss, of delight. (24)
thou
Wilt recognize in their faces the beaming brightness of bliss. 24. You will recognize in their faces the radiance of bliss. 24. You will recognize in their faces the brightness of delight. 24. Upon their faces
thou
wilt see the brightness of bliss. 24. You will recognize in their faces the radiance of pleasure. 24. You will find in their faces the brightness of bliss. 24.
thou
Recognizest in their faces the brightness of bliss.
يسقون
They will be given to drink. Of, from,
رحيق
a pure wine. Pure wine.
مختوم
Sealed. (25) Their thirst will be slaked with pure wine sealed. 25. They will be given to drink of a pure wine, sealed. 25. They will be given to drink pure sealed wine. 25. They will be given a drink of pure wine whereon the seal of God will have been set. 25. They will be given to drink pure wine which was sealed. 25. They will be given a drink of pure wine, sealed. 25. They are given to drink of a pure drink, sealed.
ختامه
Its seal. The seal thereof. The last thereof, that wine.
The seal thereof.
مسك
Musk. Will be of musk.
Smell of musk.
ختامه مسك
The seal thereof will be mask. The last thereof will be smell of mask. Its seal will be of musk.
وفي
And for
ذلك
that. This.
وفي ذلك
And for this. And for that.
فليتنافس
Let aspire. Let's strive.
المتنافسون
The aspirers. The aspirants. Those who have aspiration. Those who want to strive.
مسك
26. The last thereof, that wine, will be the smell of musk, and for this let all those strive who want to strive, that is, hasten earnestly to the obedience of Allah. The last is intentionally repeated in the next third one, for better attention. The explanation by the authors are the best here. Verse number 26. The seal thereof will be musk, and for this let those aspire, who have aspirations. 26. Its seal will be of musk, and for that let the aspirers aspire. 26. The last thereof, that wine, will be the smell of musk, and for this let all those strive who want to strive, that is, hasten earnestly to the obedience of
الله
26. Pouring forth with the fragrance of musk. 26. The last of it is musk. So for this let the competitors compete. 26. Its seal will be of musk, for this let the aspirants aspire. 26. The sealing of it is with musk, and for that let the aspirers aspire.
ومزاجه
And its mixture will be
من
is of
تسنيم
with it will be given a mixture of dasnim.
تسنيم
27. And its mixture is of dasname. 27. It, that wine, will be mixed with dasname. 27. For it is composed of all that is most exalting. 27. And its mixture is of dasname. 27. A wine tempered with the waters of dasnim. 27. And it is tempered with water coming from above.
عينا
A spring.
يشرب
Will drink.
بها
From it. Whereof.
المقربون
Those brought near to.
2.
الله
Those brought near to.
الله
28. A spring, from the waters whereof drink those nearest to.
الله
28. A spring from which will drink those brought near to.
الله
28. A spring whereof drink those nearest to.
الله
28. A source of bliss whereof those who are drawn close unto God shall drink. 28. A spring from which those near to
الله
drink. 28. A spring at which those drawn close to God will drink. 28. A fountain from which drink those drawn near to.
الله
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Surah
المطففين
المطففين
dealing in fraud, defrauding. Those who give short measure, the cheaters. Surah number 83. Ayat,
آية
آيات
verses 29 to 36.
إن
Indeed, verily, truly, surely, really,
الذين
those who
أجرموا
committed crimes, in sin, committed crime,
كانوا
they used to,
من
at
الذين
those who
آمنوا
believed,
يضحكون
laugh. "29. Those in sin used to laugh at those who believed. 29. Indeed, those who committed crimes used to laugh at those who believed. 29. Verily, during the worldly life, those who committed crimes used to laugh at those who believed. 29. Behold, those who have abandoned themselves to sin are wont to laugh at such as have attained to faith. 29. Indeed, those who committed crimes used to laugh at those who believed. 29. The wicked used to laugh at the believers. 29. Surely they who are guilty used to laugh at those who believe.
وإذا
and whenever, and when
مروا
they passed
بهم
by them,
يتغامزون
they used to wink one to another, used to wink at each other, in mockery, used to wink at each other in mockery, they winked at one another. 30. And whenever they passed by them, used to wink at each other in mockery. 30. And when they passed by them, they winked at one another. 30. And whenever they passed by them, used to wink one to another, in mockery. 30. And whenever they passed by them, they wink at one another derisively. 30. And when they passed by them, they would exchange derisive glances. 30. When they passed by them, they would wink at one another. 30. And when they passed by them, they winked at one another.
وإذا
And when they returned
إلى
to
أهلهم
their people, their own people, people of their own kind,
انقلبوا
they would return
فكهين
jesting, exulting. And when they returned to their own people, they would return jesting. 31. And when they returned to their people, they would return jesting. 31. And whenever they return to people of their own kind, they return full of jests. 31. And when they returned to their own people, they would speak of them jestingly. 31. And when they returned to their people, they returned exulting.
وإذا
And whenever, and when
رأوهم
they saw them,
قالوا
they would say, they said,
إن
verily, indeed, these indeed they have gone astray, surely have gone astray. And whenever they saw them, they would say, behold, these are the people truly astray. 32. And when they saw them, they said, indeed, these have gone astray. 32. And when they saw them, they said, verily, these have indeed gone astray. 32. And whenever they see those who believe, they say, behold, these people have indeed gone astray. 32. And when they saw them, they would say, indeed, those are truly lost. 32. And when they saw them, they said scornfully, these men have surely gone astray. 32. And when they saw them, they said, surely these are in error. But, and,
وما
not,
وما
and not, but not,
أرسلوا
they have been sent, they had been sent,
وما أرسلوا
but they had not been sent, and they have not been sent.
عليهم
over them,
حافظين
as keepers,
as watchers, guardians, as guardians, (33) But they had not been sent as keepers over them. 33. But they had not been sent as guardians over them. 33. But they, disbelievers, sinners, had not been sent as watchers over them, the believers. 33. And, withal, they have no call to watch over the beliefs of others. 33. But they had not been sent as guardians over them. 33. Though they were not sent to be their keepers. 33. And they were not sent as keepers over them.
فاليوم
But this day. But on this day. But this day of resurrection. So today.
الذين
Those who
آمنوا
believe,
الذين آمنوا
the believers, those who believe,
من
at
الكفار
the unbelievers, the disbelievers,
يضحكون
they will laugh. 34. But on this day the believers will laugh at the unbelievers. 34. So today those who believed will laugh at the disbelievers. 34. But this day, the day of resurrection, those who believe will laugh at the disbelievers. 34. But on the day of judgment they who had attained to faith will be able to laugh at the erstwhile deniers of the truth. 34. So today those who believed are laughing at the disbelievers. 34. So today those who believe shall be able to laugh at those who denied the truth. 34. So this day those who believe laugh at the disbelievers.
على
On
الأرائك
throne, the thrones,
ينظرون
will command a sight of all things, looking at all things, observing. On thrones of dignity they will command a sight of all things. 35. On thrones, observing. 35. On high thrones, looking at all things. 35. 4. Resting in paradise on couches, they will look on and say to themselves. 35. On adorned couches, observing. 35. As they sit on couches, gazing around. 35. On raised couches, gazing.
هل
Will not, are not, have not,
ثوب
have been paid back, been rewarded, paid.
الكفار
The disbelievers, unbelievers, disbelievers,
هل ثوب الكفار
have the disbelievers not been rewarded?
ما
What? For what?
كانوا
They used to,
يفعلون
do, did. Will not the unbelievers have been paid back for what they did? 36. Have the disbelievers not been rewarded for what they used to do? 36. Are not the disbelievers paid fully for what they used to do? 36. Are these deniers of the truth being thus requited for aught but what they were wont to do? 36. Have the disbelievers not been rewarded this day for what they used to do? 36. Have those who deny the truth not been paid back for their deeds? 36. Surely the disbelievers are rewarded as they did. Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كلا